All right, $1 million question. Should they take the exam online or in person for the PMP? What do you think, Sandy?
This is such a great question, and we get this all the time.
Yeah.
And I'll even solicit information out there for students who aren't really quite sure.
Yeah.
So I think it really just depends on your circumstances, right? So I think if you're somebody who's really, I mean, we know last year we heard a lot of students come back and say that they had issues with the online exam, right?
Mhm.
It quit on them. There were
Yeah.
160 questions into it, and the exam,
Ugh.
failed, and they had to start all over again on a different day. So there's all kinds of technical issues. So if you're somebody who's really, really worried about the technical aspects of it, taking it at home, then I highly recommend going into a testing center.
Sure.
Because a testing center, you don't have to worry about that, right? Unless there's some weird power outage or something like that, right? There's a hurricane in the area, right? You really don't have to worry about any of that. You go in, you're in person, they explain to you what's going on, you're sitting at a cube, you hit the button, you take the exam, right? You can even get up and go use the bathroom. You just have to raise your hand first, like you were in grade school, right?
Mhm.
So there's some things that you can do more easily if you're at a testing center than if you're doing it at home. You can't just get up and walk around when you're at home.
Mhm.
So if you're worried about, just the structure of it and the restriction of it, taking it at home, technical issues, definitely go into a testing center. And I know a lot of students who do that because they're like, I have to worry enough about the exam and
Yeah.
passing it. I don't want to have to worry about all the rest of the stuff. So
Agreed.
go to a testing center and kind of relieve your stress and just take the exam.
Right. And then the opposite side of that, like if you're not worried, because they've worked it out, it's not so bad. There's those individual points of like, oh, the tech exploded. They seem like big, but overall, PMI and Pearson are really great about it. Now, what's the case for the in-person side of it, or
So
the live online?
take-
I apologize.
taking it online.
Yeah.
So online is also a really excellent option, right? So you can take it from the comfort of your own home. You can be in your you can be in your pajamas if you want to, or shorts and a t. I mean, you could be wearing anything you want, and you could take it at 2 a.m. So say you're
True.
somebody who likes to stay up late, and that's where you function the most. Then you can take it any day of the week, anytime that you want to, 2 a.m. if you want to.
Right.
And if you have a fast internet connection and all of that, then it's perfect for you to go ahead and take it online. There's so many different benefits to it. But yeah, so, and a lot of people are like, I don't want the added stress of driving to the testing center,
Right.
being in the room with a bunch of other people. There's no, people typing on their keyboards and all that kind of stuff, so I have all this other stress that I wouldn't have if I'm just sitting at home by myself, quiet house. So there are lots of benefits to taking it online also.
That's awesome. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it seems like we have two great options. You can go into a place, you can stay at home. You just got to kind of, like everything else we're talking about, look inside, ask yourself what's comfortable for you, and then pick the right one and then get support and go for it. So,
Yeah, exactly. Just pick the one that's going to work best for you, that you're going to be, you have to feel comfortable with it, right?
yes.
If you're thinking about doing it online and all you're doing is stressing about, I'm going to have I'm one of those people where if something can go wrong, it will go wrong.
Yeah.
Then go to a testing center, relieve that stress, right?
Absolutely.
But if you're somebody who's like, I just will feel more comfortable at home because I'm in my own house, or I'm at work in an office, that kind of thing, then pick the solution that is going to relieve the stress as much as possible.
I love it. I think that's great. Now they know which one's best for them when they ask themselves and they figure it out. So simple as that. Cool.
Yeah.